We describe Accumulate as having a chain of chains architecture because the way Accumulate is structured, it has kind of a fractal pattern, where every element inside that fractal is a side chain of another element. As we were talking about last time, the atomic unit of the Accumulate protocol isn't a block like it is in most blockchains, but an identity. We call these identities Accumulate Digital Identifiers, or ADIs. ADIs may contain data accounts, token accounts, scratch accounts, and so on. Every one of these accounts has what we call a signature or sig chain for collecting signatures and a main chain for recording signed and validated transactions. These are collectively referred to as account chains because each one of these is tied to a particular account, or ADI. Every ADI is assigned to a particular block validator network, or BVN, that validates transactions. You can have thousands of ADIs on a single BVN, and you can add more BVNs to scale the Accumulate network as it grows. Each BVN has a single root anchor chain, which collects all the root anchors from every account it validates. For example, if your account is involved in one or more transactions within a block, the change of state of your account will be represented by a single hash, or root anchor, that gets sent to your BVN's root anchor chain. This gets repeated for every account within every single ADI that changes within a block. Therefore, every account within a BVN can be considered a sidechain of that BVN's root anchor chain. Now you can partition the network across many BVNs, but it doesn't really become a network per se unless you have a way to connect all those BVNs together. We tie these BVNs together using a much larger validator network that we call the directory network, or DN. The root anchor chain of each BVN collects anchors from every account for which it runs validation. These anchors are accumulated and used to produce a single anchor per BVN. Each anchor from every BVN in a network gets sent to the DN and is added to the DN's own root anchor chain. Therefore, every BVN within the Accumulate network can be considered a sidechain of that DN's root anchor chain. So Accumulate has a chain-of-chains architecture because every ADI contains accounts that act as independent blockchains, and these accounts are treated as sidechains of their respective BVNs. And finally, every BVN in a network is treated like a sidechain of the DN.